beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated his game and become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league, and he's looking to be even better in this season.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Oh, good move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. In motion, the tight end. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. That time a 6-play drive. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, nice move. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And the talented young man took over as the full-time starter week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To the air, May. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Here's May. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. Malik Washington deep for Miami. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action, now it's Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to pass to him. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run the jet sweep with Douglas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. To the right side, this is Stevenson. Able to slither by. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's May. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw with May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. The Rockies start throwing the football, and he's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
The Patriots field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. First down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England trying to get to place on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They set up the screen for Stevenson.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's May. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing here is May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their legs.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Formation for the Patriots.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And off to Achane to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Waddle, the motion man right. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Here's Tua. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So the Patriots coming out now. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. May. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 24-yard line.
Second down and a yard. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Now May on the sneak. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll be first down, New England.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
May now off the bootleg. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. He'll try to pick it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw caught by Achane. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you'd think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Tua sets up to pass it. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run once more with Stevenson. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the shotgun, May with it.
His throw incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Gets this complete to Butte.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
2nd and 13. Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
On play action, here's Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now a toss right side. Achane with it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 3rd down, Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Waddle, the motion man right.
Off the play action, tongue to my low. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Tua.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll send the tight end in motion left. A quick throw complete to Washington.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Play action, now it's Tua. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll throw with May.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 36-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. To the air, May. Short pass caught by Henry. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
To throw, it's May.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Patriot first down.
Here's May. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And able to get this out to the 25. Well, the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Off the RPO, he completes it. A little juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Tyrell Dotson, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. May. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the handoff, it's Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The tight end in motion right. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Jalen Waddle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
They'll give this to Achane. Nifty move. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. Now he's going to step up and run. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tanner Conner from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point try now for Patterson. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New England's offense set to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's May. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's May. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
On fourth down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal.
This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Gets past one man. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Achane on the counter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
144 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Achane.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Tua going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
Complete to Jalen Waddle. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now in Miami, it's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
It's complete to Diggs. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
Illegal blocking is
So let's see about the call.
offense.
So nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stalk blocking with him. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and out came the flag.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
From the shotgun, May with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score.
Touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots have taken a fourth quarter lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Patriots 20.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. In motion is Westbrook-Akina. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A nice little juke. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Douglas, the man in motion. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To the air, May.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Miami set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Milton Williams in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
He's got counter.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Tua.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Milton Williams
in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Throwing Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running left is Stevenson. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Take him down back at the 15-yard line.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw with May. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is indeed good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Tua and the Dolphins down 23-17. A minute 11 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Tua. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Here's Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
results.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He'll try to do it himself. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.